Hey girls, Tiffany Dawn here, and today I am so excited. We're gonna talk about how to feel pretty. Because I spent a lot of my life, even up until really recently, just not feeling beautiful, like almost ever. So I wanna share with you about what has helped me learn how to feel beautiful. And I wanna share with you actually in Oreo form, and here's what I mean. I've got these double thick Oreos here. Any Oreo lovers out there? I don't know about you, but I love the cream in Oreos. Like, I wish they would just make a jar of the cream so I could eat it with a spoon. Like, does that exist? If it does, please tell me. I should Google this. As it is, since it's not in a jar, if you just had the cream, you couldn't package that. Like, you need the cookie parts to support the cream. Otherwise, the cream would just be everywhere and a total mess. That's how this feeling beautiful thing can be without the right perspective. So the cookie is the perspective. Don't judge me. So I'm gonna sandwich these tips today between two different perspectives that you really need to have when you're trying to feel beautiful. So the first one is this: beauty is not the key to confidence. In our culture, we think, and I know I have thought, that in order to feel confident, I have to feel beautiful. But if we put our confidence in feeling beautiful, then we will not feel confident for very long, because feeling beautiful comes and goes, because it's a feeling. And so we need to put our confidence in something that does not change, but something that's stable and steady. The biggest place I put my confidence is in how much God loves me, because I know that the way I feel changes every day, but the way God loves me never changes. And I can feel confident whether or not I feel beautiful, because I know that I'm loved. Then that is a stable cookie on which you can now add some of your cream. Number one, what colors are you wearing? Both in your makeup, but especially in your clothes. A couple years ago, my mother-in-law introduced me to this website and book called Color Me Beautiful. And I was like, where have you been my whole life? Like, it was life-changing for me. I'd been feeling like none of my clothes looked right on me. And a lot of it's because I'm obsessed with not spending money on clothes. I love clothes, but I don't want to buy them. And so I would just take my friends' hand-me-downs, but my friends, they didn't have the same coloring as me. And I was like, why do I feel so washed out in these outfits? My mother-in-law introduces me to Color Me Beautiful, and I'm like, mind blown. You basically fill out a very short survey about the color of your eyes, your skin, your hair, and then it tells you what colors are good for you. And let me show you the difference. One of the colors that's good for me is this navy blue, right? Check this out. Just radiates, right? I love how that color looks. Now, check this out. White, not a great color for me. Doesn't really do much. And it doesn't look terrible because I have a ton of makeup on right now because I'm filming a video. But if I didn't have makeup on, this would look awful and the navy shirt would look great. I actually like to go shopping without makeup on now because I'll know what looks better. So you want to find the colors that make your face glow. Number two, find clothes that fit you well. I also used to wear a lot of really tight clothing, and I realized that that's not always as flattering as getting something that's fitted but has a little bit of breathing room. So here's some examples. I really like how this shirt fits. It shows my curves, but it's not like clinging to my body. Here's an example of a bad fit. The way it hits is kind of like a little too big here, and then it hits tight here, which on me just looks a little strange. So try on different things, see what looks good on you. And this just takes some experimentation. So this is an excuse to go shopping and not even buy anything, but just try on a ton of stuff, like things that you don't think would even look good on you. Just try them on and see what happens. Now I just shop for what I call the trifecta. It needs to fit amazingly, have the perfect color for me that pops, and I need to love it. And if those three things are not there, I'm not buying it, even if it's $3. Number three, one of my new friends, she tries to focus on strength, and I love that. I've spent a lot of my life focusing on how thin I am, and there were years when I was like, I'm not gonna work out because if I work out, I'll gain weight. Seriously? So over the last year, I've been trying to work out more and get really healthy and get strong. And when you're working out and exercising and eating well, when it's not about losing weight, but it's about becoming stronger and healthier, your face radiates. Like, you feel more energetic, you feel happier, you enjoy life more, and it helps me feel more beautiful. I'm working toward that now instead of toward a certain number on my jeans. Number four, find the parts of you that you love and focus on those things. So I really like my legs. I really like my arms. So I focus on those things, and I've started trying to thank God for them too and be grateful. I've spent so much of my life focusing on the parts of me that I don't love, and that does not lead to feeling beautiful. Loving my belly has been the hardest part for me because I just feel like it's always a little bit round. And now I've started trying to think of it instead of what it looks like. I've started trying to think, wow, what does my belly do for me? My belly digests my food. food, my belly can have children one day, like all the things my belly can do for me. So if there's a part of you don't like, focus on what it does for you and start to thank God for that. Number 5, celebrate your own beauty. One of the main reasons I have not felt beautiful much of my life is because I've been so focused on comparing myself to other people. If you want to hear more about that, check out my video, How to Deal with Jealousy. It's a good one. I need that. My husband has really been encouraging me recently to just celebrate and own it for my own beauty. This is a hard one for me to explain, but for me it's kind of looked like walking in a room and instead of comparing myself to the other girls there, just being like, thank you that those ladies look the way they do and they're beautiful, but that I am also beautiful. It doesn't matter whether or not I think she's prettier than I am. What matters is that I'm standing tall and I'm walking with confidence and I am celebrating the beauty that God has given me, which is individual and unique for each of us. And then lastly, number 6 is a surprising one, but work on your posture. I have been a sloucher for basically my whole life. I would just sit and stand like this. And one of the reasons, honestly, was because I felt like my boobs were too big. And when I stood tall, I felt like they stuck out more and I didn't like that. I didn't want to bring attention to them. And you know what? Who cares? Like, they're my boobs. God gave them to me. I'm not like showing them off, but like standing with good posture is good for your health. It's good for your back. And I'm pretty sure it's good for you mentally too, because I feel a lot better when I'm standing with good posture. And bonus, it actually helps you look better too. Like, look at the slouching versus standing tall. Like, the difference is amazing. So stand in the mirror, try slouching, and then try standing tall. Just see what you think. So that other side of the cookie that I want to share with you is this. In the big picture, beauty is just not that important. When we think about how when we go home to be with the Lord after we die, we can't take this body with us, suddenly feeling beautiful and looking beautiful isn't as important. What are the things that are important? Loving others and loving God. That's what this life comes down to. While it's awesome and fun and I love feeling beautiful, it's just not the most important thing. I remember one year realizing I had spent like 500 hours that year staring in the mirror, getting ready and doing my hair, when I could have been using that 500 hours for more important and eternal things. So I want to encourage you to ask yourself, how much am I pursuing beauty? And how much am I pursuing the things that will last in eternity? Make sure that your focus and the best part of your time are going toward the things that do last. Thank you again for joining me. I hope these things can be helpful for you like they have been for me. And as always, comment below your ideas, things you would add to the cream side of things and the cookie side of things. So have a great Oreo-filled day. I'll just be sitting here eating the cream out of all these Oreos. You know I will. Got cream all over this couch I'm sitting on.